The episode known as Chick Like Me has always stood out. It tackles harassment in a different way, and it's very informative at the same time. The episode begins with Cory showing Shawn his recent column. Cory is proud of it, but Shawn thinks that it's too weak. We then see Topanga and her friend Debby talking down the hall. Debby is telling Topanga about her recent date. The date was going good, up until Debbie's date started to get all over her.
All over me. I mean, what happened to the nice guy I had dinner with? It's like the night's almost over, so he's all over me? Why are guys such jerks on dates?
Well, not all guys, Debbie.
Shawn and Cory are overhearing, but Shawn doesn't seem to agree with Debby. Shawn talks to Debby about his perspective, but he's being a little insensitive.
You're not interested in making out?
Well, maybe I am and maybe I'm not, but it shouldn't be expected because I went on a date with you.
So how are we supposed to know what's okay?
We'll let you know.
Well, you don't let us know very clearly.
Yes, we do. You just don't listen. You're too busy planning your next move to hear us say no.
What?
Debby tells Cory that he should write his next column about why guys are jerks on dates. Cory does end up doing his column about this dilemma, but this is when things get interesting. To understand what girls are talking about, Cory has to experience the world from a girl's point of view. He should dress up like a girl and write about it to make a great column. So to get into character, Cory buys a dress and even a miracle bra. Topanga comes over to help Cory look pretty, but there's a situation. The situation is that the dress looks ugly on Cory, and he knows it.
Okay, bad. I knew it. I look fat. Fat is the least of your problems, baby. Topanga.
Maybe it's just not a good color for you.
Why?
You guys, we can do this.
But Topanga and Shawn try convincing him that he looks fine. They even make Cory do a walk, but he sucks at it. Shawn then teaches Cory how to walk properly. This gives Cory the idea to have Shawn wear the dress instead.
Hey, look, Cory, you're missing the obvious. Girls just glide more. They're more at ease. You gotta kind of let it flow.
It's pretty right on the nose there, Shawn.
Yeah, well, girls are my area. I like girls.
Okay, then show me, Shawn. Show me.
What's the show? Here, What? Oh, no. No.
Shawn wears the dress to school and looks unrecognizable. He even looks hot, but when choosing a name, we find out that Shawn has thought about this before.
You've thought about this before, haven't you?
A little.
And what name have you thought about?
Well, Veronica.
Veronica is a lovely name.
It's implied that Shawn has had these cross-dressing thoughts before, but I wonder if this is true, or it's just a joke made for laughs. As the kids remain in the school hall, we then see Gary is mesmerized by Shawn's new look. Gary asks Veronica out on a date, and Veronica accepts the date. The date begins, and we see that Cory is dressed as a female waitress. He wants a closer look for his column.
How you doing, honey? I'm Cora. I'll be your waitress this evening.
You know, I come in here a lot, and I've never seen you before.
Quit hitting on me. I'm just kidding. It's my first night. Besides, it looks like you're already taken, cutie.
The date is going good until Gary starts acting inappropriate. Gary begins touching Veronica, and it's making her uncomfortable. Veronica then goes off on Gary and walks away, but Cory reminds her that he still hasn't finished the project. Gary then walks up to Veronica and apologizes. He then takes Veronica to play in the other room. Veronica agrees to go, but Gary continues to act inappropriately.
Now, what you need to have is a real light touch.
Hey!
Hey, what?
What is wrong with you?
Veronica goes off on Gary again, and we realize that Shawn's perspective has changed. He thinks differently than how he thought earlier in the episode.
Said, as a matter of fact, I do.
What's that for?
For every girl I've ever known.
Please pay at the register, honey. And tipping is not a city in China. Come on, honey. We're out of here.
The episode ends with Cory finishing his column and everyone loving it. This episode has always stood out because of the lesson it's teaching. Shawn was ignorant at the beginning of the episode. He didn't understand how guys can be jerks while on a date. He thinks that making advances is okay just because it's a date. Making out is okay if the other person wants to do it, but you shouldn't have to force someone into making out just because it's a date. It's disrespectful to think the girl owes you something just because you go on a date. But Shawn never thought about the female's perspective or why this is considered jerk activity. It's not until Shawn goes through this and he realizes what Debbie was talking about in the beginning of the episode. This might seem like common sense or proper etiquette, but unfortunately many people still act disrespectful. That's why this episode is important. Maybe somebody who acts like this is watching and realizes that they're a jerk. The cross-dressing in this episode might take a lot of the attention, but the more important part is the plot. Yeah, it's funny that Shawn and Cory wear dresses and wigs, but the lesson being taught should be the center of attention. Don't be a jerk while on a date or inconsiderate of the other person's feelings.